Anna Gilligan, and this is the Fast Track. We want you to get ahead at work, but certain behaviors will prevent you from excelling. So let's find out the biggest career-limiting moves so you can avoid making them. What is something you could do at work that would totally limit your career, prevent you from getting a promotion or moving ahead?
Complaining about my boss.
I'd say sleeping around with the bosses.
Oh. Does that happen in your office?
That happens in a lot of offices.
Everything digitally now lasts forever, could potentially last forever. And if a photo or video or anything gets dug up on you years later, it could cost you a promotion, cost you a job.
Well, that's what people on the street had to say, but let's ask an expert.
Joining me today is Michelle DeAngelis, president and founder of Michelle Inc., a consulting and coaching firm and author of Get a Life That Doesn't Suck. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
So tell me about these career-limiting behaviors that some of us have.
Well, that term actually came from one of my corporate coaching clients. He walked in and shut the door and looked at me and he said, I just busted a really bad career-limiting move. So there are 5 of them that I've identified that people unwittingly do. So the first one is hoard information.
Now, I would think that some people would think that's a good thing because that gives you a leg up on your competitors.
Right. What's interesting, though, is managers and executives want to see teamwork now. They want to see that you can play nicely in the sandbox. And so hoarding information just shows that you're really trying to get a leg up over your colleagues, not necessarily your competitors. And I had one story where a coaching client or a client of mine had an employee who had actually found some reporting that he suspected had an error in it and didn't say anything. And so it can have significant ramifications for the company if you hoard information. So don't do it.
You're taking a big gamble if you think it's going to pay off, but they might in fact realize you're hurting the company to try to look better.
Well, yeah, because you're putting yourself ahead of the company's interests.
You also say don't make your boss think of everything.
It's so funny to me. Demonstrating initiative is one of the most valued qualities in corporate America. And so if you make your boss think of everything, they don't see you as valuable. You frustrate them. And if you're in a situation where there are layoffs or there's any sort of jeopardy at the company, you're at the top of the list. So, don't make your boss think of everything.
What would you say to someone who says, though, there have been so many layoffs and I'm doing 2 jobs right now, and the last thing I can do is come up with great, innovative new ideas. I'm just trying to get through my 14-hour day.
Right, and I know it is such a difficult time, and people are stressed out and a little crispy around the edges from all the anxiety at work. I guess what I would say is, if you can imagine you're your boss is a little crispy around the edges too.
Right.
So anything you can do to show that you're really understanding and empathetic of the demands on him or her as well.
Is gossiping bad for your career?
Oh, it's terrible for your career. And it's so interesting because a lot of people, gossip I think is a little addictive, but my recommendation is leave that to the tabloids, because what happens is you get enmeshed and wasting all these brain cycles on determining if something is true or not true or if it impacts you or not, and it's all speculation.
You say another bad move is missing your deadlines.
Miss those deadlines. It astounds me the number of people who are oblivious to doing what they say they will do. So if you're in a meeting and the boss says, okay, you'll have that report on my desk at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock comes and goes and it's not on his or her desk, that's a problem. So it makes you look bad, it makes your boss look bad, puts you in the hot seat.
What if you know you're going to miss a deadline? Is it okay to come to someone in advance and let them know it's going to take longer?
That's the only right thing to do, is to give them advance notice. So if it's due at 5 and you come at 5 till, not good enough. The minute you know you're going to miss a deadline, you need to surface it.
You say another no-no is not thinking ahead.
I know, and it sounds really obvious, but I actually coach people from the moment they're leaving their office and walking to a meeting to be thinking, if not before that, to be thinking, what is the desired outcome of this meeting? How can I contribute? What needs to happen in this meeting? What might the objections be? So be thinking ahead, because you are much likelier to have a successful meeting.
We want to hear from you, so if there are topics you would like to see on Fast Track, email us at fasttrack@foxbusiness.com. I'm Anna Gilligan. Until next time, stay on the Fast Track.